Next tonight, an alarming milestone in the nation's battle against the coronavirus. On the first day of 2021, there are now 20 million confirmed infections in the U.S. The nation's death toll pushing past 347,000, with more than 10,000 lives lost to COVID-19 in just the last 3 days. And as frontline workers express concern, disturbing new pictures of Americans still gathering in large numbers on New Year's Eve, despite warnings that holiday travel could fuel yet another deadly surge. ABC's Kaylee Hartung is in Santa Monica, California.
Despite warnings to stay home overnight, this was the scene in Texas on New Year's Eve. People lining up to get inside packed Austin bars, partying like there's no pandemic, few wearing masks. And in Southern California, another mostly maskless prayer event hosted by actor Kirk Cameron. This was the scene at Mar-a-Lago last night. The president was not there. From Los Angeles to New York City, law enforcement cracking down on illegal gatherings. And today, this protest in Oregon over shutdowns, just as the U.S. reaches a record 20 million COVID cases. And tonight, more cases of that highly contagious variant of the virus detected, Florida becoming the third state to identify it. A man in his 20s with no history of recent travel tested positive in Martin County.
It was inevitable that it would be here, so you're going to be hearing about reports from other states and more cases in the states that have already reported.
And California, now with 4 confirmed cases in San Diego County, all men, none of whom had any known interaction with each other. The crisis becoming more dire in the state, a record 585 deaths in just 24 hours. Hospitals and healthcare workers pushed to the brink.
You don't know, things are pretty bad. Things are really bad. We're overwhelmed, we're stressed, we're stretched so thin. It's pretty unimaginable. And we're breaking.
This the reality, as Los Angeles has seen 4 times as many COVID cases in December than in November.
It's like treading water from 100 feet below the surface. You're already drowning, but you just have to keep trying because that's what you can do.
In Lenoir, North Carolina, an emergency field hospital going up for the first time. And on this New Year's Day in Utah, these healthcare workers are wishing for a brighter future.
I am most hopeful for the end of this pandemic and knowing all of what we learned in our medical communities to deal with something like this if it ever hits us again.
And they've all been through so much. Kaylee Hartung joins us now live outside a hospital in Santa Monica. Kaylee, tonight there's an alarming trend about people without underlying health conditions dying of COVID-19.
Yeah, Whit, here in Los Angeles County, health officials are citing data that says more people without underlying conditions are dying from COVID-19 here. And we're learning that as we get the alarming statistic that in the month of December, LA had 4 times as many infections as it did in November. Whit.
A new concern in all of this. Kaylee, thank you.